me. Player haters, they don't like me.
Quincy Jones, that makes me think of, kind of reminds me of you and what he's accomplished with his career and kind of what you want to do. He's done it all.
Right, that's a goal of mine. I figure that, there will be another Quincy Jones, there will be another Babyface, and I want to step into that role.
What do you want?
This is just the beginning of G Sharp, here at Lamar University. We're going to grow and, this is not the last of us, this is just the beginning.
I like you the way that you are. I like my man undercover, smooth, dark, not too long. He no fly G, come to scoop me, drop what you own. Man undercover, smooth, black sugar, not too long.
I'm from Cleveland, Texas. It's a small town, 50 miles away from Houston. And when I was younger, I used to spend a lot of time watching television and wondering how, certain things were done and how the different camera shots were put together and just what went behind the production of a television show, sitcom, newscast. And just curiosity kind of brought me into the communication field and made me decide to be a major here at Lamar University.
How did you get started on your own show, G Sharp?
Well, I got started with G Sharp. I had to do a project for my television production class in the spring of '96, and I asked my friend Shamari to come in and host the program. We had to produce maybe 10 to 15 minute segment, and my professor was impressed with the thing went. And a couple of months later, Shamari and we came to the professor and we pitched it as a show to come on Lamar University Television.
Then what? How many of these shows have you made?
Since the fall of '96, we've done 22 shows. We've been very productive, and the show has grown in popularity since we first started.
If you haven't seen Sharp on cable channel 7, you have no idea what you are missing. What started as a project for Gordon Williams and Shamari Franks has now become a weekly show that is catching the attention of students all over Lamar University.
Tell me a show that maybe you're the proudest of. A show that you came up with that really seemed to work.
I have 2 shows, I think. The first show was we did a team focus show where we went out to the area high schools and we talked to the teens about what was on their mind and asked them about certain issues, daily problems that they deal with. And the second show would be the show we did at Salvation Army, where we went down and spent some time with the kids for an afternoon. And it was just good to get out into the community and give back.
What is it that you have to sell to an employer? What makes you good?
I believe it's a combination of things. You have to be hardworking. You have to be dedicated. You have to be able to work with others. You have to be organized, especially, in the television business, because there's a lot of things that go into doing a production. And if you're not prepared and you don't troubleshoot before the production goes on, then there's a lot of things that could happen and can cause catastrophe.
You had to go out and find all the tell us about what you did for local TV news.
Well, I volunteered at KJAC Channel 4 in Port Arthur for a semester, and that was a good experience. I was a part-time assignments editor Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights, so I learned more about the news business. And I also worked on the Cardinal Notebook. The Lamar University news program for a couple of semesters, and I've learned how to floor direct, be a camera operator, audio, and a couple other positions. So that was also very helpful.
You rather see me die than see me fly. I call all the shots, rip all the spots, rock all the rocks, cop all the drops. Thinking now when all the ball is stopped. You never home, gotta call me on the yacht. 10 years from now, we'll still be on top. Yo, I thought I told you that we won't stop.
I believe that I'm very talented, and I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but you have to have that confidence in yourself. And, you know, from what I've done in college, you know, I believe that this is just the beginning. This is just the foundation. And through my hard work and my loyalty, you know, I can be an asset to any company. And I have a lot of goals for myself, and I'm not going to stop pursuing those goals anytime soon. So you will hear from me later on.
Stop throwing that one way to that dead end, but you yalla, cover hard. Better bring some water, get gasoline candle, get this fire started. Your heart jumping like a baby jumper. You bad enough to meet the alligator in the swamp.
When they hear G Sharp, I want them to think entertainment.
Yeah.
Here I go, 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 here I go. That church began.
What would you like to be doing 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'd like to be owning my own company. I would like to get into the music industry. I would like to also get into the film industry as well. Other goals of mine 5 years from now, later on, would be to start my own clothing line and try to get into the television industry, have a couple sitcoms on the air 10 or 15 years from now.
When you say that, where do you get the ideas for, say, a TV sitcom or an idea for a show or music? Where do you get those ideas?
I get the ideas for the stuff I create from experience I've had, or I've talked to other people and they tell me their experiences, and then I go back and kind of brainstorm and try to put my creative juices into, you know, maybe their situation and maybe take it to another level.
Is there any particular place, in other words, where would you like to be 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I would like to be somewhere on the East Coast, maybe Atlanta, Washington, D.C., New York. I believe that's where everything in the entertainment field is going on, from music videos to music and the film industry, and I believe the East Coast is the place to be.
Baby girl, tell me how you feel.
I like the way you get down. That's the way I like it. You're the kind of guy that makes my